Hello students. Today in our biology session we are going to discuss fruit and seed dispersal. Students, last class we had talked about the fruit and the functions of fruit. So one of the main function of the fruit is seed dispersal. Seeds contained within fruits need to be dispersed far from the mother plant so they may find favorable condition where there is less competition. In dry fruits, the seeds are usually dispersed directly from the fruits, which may remain on the plant. But for fleshy fruits, seeds and fruits both are commonly moved away from the parent plant. Means in dry fruits, where the pericarp or the fruit wall is dry, not pulpy or juicy, from that the seeds are dispersed from the fruit. And for the fleshy fruits, seeds and fruit together they're moved away from the parent plant. So, what is seed dispersal? Seed dispersal is the movement, spread, scattering or transport of seeds away from the parent plant. Here in this picture you can understand. See, through the wind the seeds are transporting. Now, what are the importance of dispersal of fruits and seeds? Dispersal of seeds is very important for the survival of plant species. It prevents overcrowding because just now I have told that when seeds will be placed just near the mother plant, there will be overcrowding and competition for all the resources, and there will no proper growth for the plants or seedlings. So that's why the dispersal is needed, which prevents overcrowding. If plants grow too closely together, they have to compete for light, water, nutrients from the soil, every resources that are required for the proper growth of the plants. They have to compete for every resource. But if dispersal will be there, no overcrowding will be there, no competition will be there, the plants can grow properly by taking all the resources. Seed dispersal allows plants to spread out from a wide area and avoid competing with one another for the same resources. Plants can grow at new places, which is required for diversity in ecosystem. Actually, when there is a process of dispersal, the seeds can be transported or scattered in distant places, which actually creates diversity. and this diversity is very much required to maintain proper ecosystem. Now, what are the types of dispersal or mechanism, you can say? Some fruits and seeds have built-in mechanisms so they can disperse by themselves, whereas others require the help of agents like wind, water, and animals. Actually, there are some seeds which can disperse by themselves. No agents should be required for them for their seed or fruit transportation. But there are some fruits or seeds which need agents like wind, water, animals for their transportation or the scattering. Modifications in seed structure, composition, and size help in dispersal. There are mainly three ways of dispersal: wind dispersal, water dispersal, animal dispersal. Here in this picture, neatly you can observe three types of dispersal mechanism. This first one is a dandelion, example of wind dispersal. So in the dandelion, actually the light-weighted seeds are transported through wind. Second picture, you can understand that this one is coconut. Coconut, actually outside of the coconut is heavy, but outside of the coconut, the husk part, that is actually is fully buoyant, can float on the surface of water. So coconut seed is dispersed by water. This is the water dispersal. And last one is the seed that is named acorn, which can be dispersed by animals. Actually, this seed can easily be attached with any animal's fur, and by that only it can be transported from one place to the another place easily. Now in our today's session, little bit we will discuss about these three types of dispersal. In our next session, we will discuss details of these mechanisms. So first we are going to talk about the wind dispersal. By seeing the picture, you can understand this wind dispersal. Obviously, you know anything that is heavy in weight can't be transported through via wind so long distance. So that's why the seeds or fruits which are to be transported through the wind, that should be always light-weighted. Wind dispersed fruit are lightweight and may have wing-like appendages. You can see wing-like appendages they are having that allow them to be carried by the wind. Some have a parachute-like structure to keep them afloat. Some fruits, for example the dandelion, have hairy wetless structures that are suited to dispersal by wind. You can see this one is dandelion picture only. Now next is the water dispersal. It is coconut. Already I have told. Seeds dispersed by water are contained in light and buoyant fruit, giving them the ability to float. Anything is buoyant can be easily transported via water. Actually, I have told you coconut outside the husk part is very buoyant, full of porous. Coconuts are well known for their ability to float on the water to reach land where they can germinate. Similarly, willow and silver birches produce lightweight fruit that can float on water. So, any fruit or seed that need to be transported through air or water must be lightweight. Now, last one, animal dispersal. You can see via bird. This one you can see through the hooks, the seeds are attached to the fur of the animals. By that also they can be transported. Animals and birds eat fruits, and the seeds that are not digested are excreted in their droppings or stools some distance away. Some fruits like the cocklebur have hooks or sticky structures that stick to the animal's coat. You can see by the hooks they are sticking to animal's fur and are then transported to another place. Humans also play a big role in dispersing seeds when they carry fruits to new places and throw away the inedible part that contains the seed. Like mango, we are eating the fleshy part and we are throwing the seed here and there. By that, we are also helping in the dispersal of seed. We are also helping. Some animals like squirrels, they actually bury the seed containing fruits for later use. If the squirrel does not find its stash of fruit, if the conditions are favorable, the seeds germinate. So students, today we have discussed the dispersal of seeds and fruits and seeds, their transporting mechanism, dispersal mechanism. Next class we will discuss these mechanisms in detail. Till then, bye and have a nice day, students.